If you're a PC player who's been staring enviously at console owners enjoying Final Fantasy XV's road trip around Eos, now is your time. It's finally been released on PC with a suite of platform-specific extras to make us feel extra special for sitting out that 1.5-year wait. There's never been a better time to play it. The ironically titled 15th entry in the beloved RPG series was released to critical acclaim back in 2016, and the gloriously sleek Windows edition includes an absurd amount of enhancements, additions and new features intended to make the PC the definitive way to play it. And we're going to take a look at 7 of them right now. Hop in the back, we'll drive. Final Fantasy has always flaunted how much more handsome it was than other, more homely games. The 15th entry takes this to frankly ludicrous new levels. Square Enix and Nvidia collaborated to inject newfound fidelity into the already sumptuous Luminous Studios game engine, and you can play with the results of that collaboration in your graphics options. There's hairworks on the bigger beasties to give them the lustrous manes they deserve, and VXAO or voxel ambient occlusion to cast more realistic lighting conditions over the world. Grass enthusiasts can rejoice at the added plant life detail Turfworks brings, and an ultra-fidelity shadow renderer Shadowlibs finishes it all off. All new on PC, each GameWorks feature stretches the game's look beyond console levels and renders the open world like it deserves to be rendered. And after all, who ever heard of a plodding herbivorous mammal that didn't have hair like Jennifer Aniston in the 90s? As if Final Fantasy XV and its 25-hour main questline wasn't already bursting at the seams with story, fights and cute little diversions like fishing, Square Enix decided they'd better include a big chunk of extra content for the PC release. In addition to a swathe of new weapons, car skins and item sets, there's also an expanded Insomnia City Ruins map with 2 new adversaries to fight, the Rulers of Yore. Now might be a good time to stock up on Phoenix Downs. Taking snaps has long been a part of Final Fantasy XV since its initial console release. Your cheerful chum Prompto has a real passion for it, and he'll often take photos along the way for you to put in albums and look back on later. It's one of his special skills, which improves the more he does it. But on PC, Nvidia gamers can also use Ansel to take snaps. It's an incredibly powerful tool that lets you add filters, tweak the depth of field, and play around for hours getting the perfect shot. And if you really want, you can try and take snaps of Prompto taking snaps. Let's not even get into the possibility of using Ansel to capture the moment Noctis enters camera mode to take a photo of Prompto doing some photography. We're not even sure the universe's structural integrity could take it. Also, it's really hard to press Alt-2 quick enough. In any event, Ansel's suite of screen-grabbing tools is a real boon for a game this gorgeous.
Take a shot from here.
Good call. Now it's picture time.
What do Prince Noctis and Gordon Freeman have in common? No, we're not workshopping our stand-up routine here, we're actually slightly at a loss. But it doesn't matter because the taciturn research scientist who saved the world from alien invasion in the 90s is in Final Fantasy. Well, sort of. Available as a Half-Life 3 teasing bonus, anyone who buys 15 before May the 1st can download a Gordon Freeman skin from the Steam Workshop, complete with HEV suit, stylish glasses, and the trademark crowbar. You can make your own version of Mr. Freeman for use in Final Fantasy XV's Companions Online mode, which will probably end up resembling a Half-Life lookalike competition, or dress Noctis up like Gordy by changing his attire. Although this look does take some of the impact out of those emotional cutscenes. Continuity and lore be damned, we want to go for a drive with our favourite crowbar-swinging scientist. What's twice as good as 1080p and gives graphics cards nightmares? It's 4K! Okay, that one actually was from our standard routine, and if you have any constructive feedback, we're all ears. Maybe it's a little bit esoteric. We digress. 4K really brings out the beauty of Final Fantasy XV's little details. The sartorial elegance of Noctis and his entourage of boy band members, the shimmer on the bonnet of their fancy convertible as the sun plays across it, the deft ballet of 4 friends, their impractically large weapons, and some otherworldly beasts duking it out in the tundra. This is what PC gaming is all about really, pushing the limits and admiring the magnificence of what our trusted boxes have accomplished. If you prefer to take on your huge role-playing games through the player character's eyes, then it's good news. For the first time ever in the series, Final Fantasy XV Windows Edition lets you play in first-person mode. Exploration and combat both take on an entirely new quality when experienced close up. It's like you're there battling Flans and cruising around the bizarre topography of Eos for real. There's something to be said for an optional first-person mode in every open-world game, even if you don't end up using it all of the time. Right, so let's say you do fancy playing the whole game in first person. Since you'll be closer to everything, it'd be nice if there was some kind of high-resolution texture pack to push the fidelity levels even higher, wouldn't it? Well, guess who thought of that already? Go on, guess. You'll never guess. It was Final Fantasy XV's developers. After installing the 60GB optional high-resolution asset pack, Windows Edition players have the option of toggling the assets. If all the additional Nvidia jiggery-pokery wasn't enough for you, you greedy thing, an entire extra game's worth of textures should satisfy your high-res hunger. Just look at that. To get it, you just need to add it to your Final Fantasy game as you would any other bit of DLC. View it in the store, add it to your library, and tick the box to install it. And then wait for anything up to a couple of days, depending on your connection speed. And those are our highlights from Final Fantasy XV's hotly anticipated Windows Edition, but the list certainly doesn't end there. What would be on your personal wish list? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Until next time, keep your hair big and impractical, your fellow boy band members close, and your fishing rod closer. Thanks for watching.